Hello everybody and welcome to Fruits Basket episode 4, anime review 4, there's the number 4. This show's, the character we got introduced to this episode didn't really get much for her, didn't really, not really a fan so far. I'm a fan of parts, I'm not so much a fan of the, just beating up poor Kyo, man. This episode he got brutalized. Team Kyo for life, until something happens with the other one. At the moment, I'm full Team Kyo, because it's not best girl in this show, it's who is best boy. That is how it is. My voice is dying again. It's late, which is why I'm being quiet. Let's just get on with it. Let's start at the beginning, as we always do, and then we'll go and move on from there. So, mysterious girl is called Kagura. She's looking for Kyo, who she punches and she helicopters at one point, and then she gets lifted off the ground. Love that. Just a little touch. Loved it. Really good. But yeah, I actually noticed the hugging thing. Like, she hugged him and he didn't turn. I was like, that's weird. I guess it's because if they're part of the family, then they don't turn. And then they confirmed it later on. And I was like, got it. I got a thing. I got it, guys. But basically, she wants to marry him, and I'm like, okay. So she's like really into him, as opposed to like Joe. Does that mean they're gonna have a fight? Toru could go with the other one. I hope not. At the moment, I'm like full Team Kyo. I can't see, but I don't know where the story's going. It's going to build. I feel like these early episodes, it's just going to be like building, and then like it's going to get to a head at some point, and then we're going to have like a big explosion of a finale, but not in like a typical like fight scene kind of way. And kind of like a, hey, there's going to be an argument. Kyo will beat Matey Boy in a fight. Yuki is his name, and that's my prediction for the ending. I've not read the manga or anything, so I'm probably like ways off. I've been ways off before, and it's been quite funny. But anyway, continue. But she thinks Toru likes him, and then she talks about Kyo's true form. I don't know if this is a metaphor or if he actually has a true form. It's kind of interesting. Also, I don't remember where it popped up, but whenever he got like scared, like cat ears and a tail would appear. I don't know if it's been doing that the whole time. I just noticed it. I like the little touch. It's like he's like, because when cats get scared, they like in cartoons they do like wow, and then their hair all sticks up. I don't know if that happens in real life. I've never met a cat. Well, I've met a cat. I've seen cats. I don't own. I've never interacted in any great detail with a cat. But I keep getting distracted. Then Kagura's cooking, and she empties the fridge and sends Kyo through the floor and breaks the food, and it was poor Kyo and the house. The house and Kyo took a beating this episode. Like, if we're looking at this realistically, the house shouldn't have been fixed so quick. But screw realism, that's lame. Having an enjoyable show is more important. But then Kagura's worried he's living with a girl, and then she leaves to go shopping. Toru goes to help her, and I just put they have a bonding experience, because they do. They bond, and now they're friends. There's a little flashback with her playing with baby Kyo, because no one wants to play with him because he's like an outcast. Poor Kyo. Poor Kyo. He's just a tsundere, damn it. And then they cook together. That's Toru and Kagura. And then Toru goes to get Kyo from the roof, and then she tells him that it's good that someone cares about him, like Kagura does. I'm like, it's going to come into play later. I can feel it. I can feel it. And then he basically tells stories about his training, and he's really happy, and he's got this like smile on his face, which is like so pure, and so they've had a bit of a bonding now. But then Kagura made fried egg, like in the flashback, because he was drawing a fried egg in the sand. I'm like, as soon as they mentioned it, I was like, she's going to make fried egg, and she did. But it's still a nice touch, despite how like knew they were going to do it. Still nice to see, so I ain't got no complaints. But then the next day, Kagura goes to leave, and she destroys the TV at one point. That hurt. Why is it a flat screen TV? Because I realised this earlier. They're not carrying phones and that around all the time, are they? Or at least Toru's poor. Never mind. I'm gonna look up when this was written, the original manga, because I'm not sure. But that was a flat screen TV. Was that a thing that was like added for the remake? If people know, and then in the old one it was a box TV, or what year was it? I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't remember off the top of my head. But it feels like there's like more modern stuff that they might have just thrown in. Or I'm completely talking out my bum. That could also be it. But then Kagura runs out. She doesn't run out the door. She runs through the door, or is it just the wall, into the delivery man. So she transforms into the bore, but then Yuki like pushes the guy. Really good. That was a good scene. It was like quick thinking, and I was like, I see what you're doing there. It was good. But then she beats up Kyo for quote unquote cheating, and then leaves. She gets naked at one point. But then a bit further on, what happened next? Phone call. Phone call happens with her from her grandfather at the school. Toru's grandfather. Basically, we don't hear what he says, but her like not monologue, her narration is basically like, "Yep, I'm gonna have to leave the house now." I don't think she's gonna leave the house. I think that's too central a plot point for her to actually leave. Like something, maybe she'll move out temporarily, and then she'll be like, "Hey, I actually like this place I'm living. Can I please go live there?" And her grandfather will be like, "Yes, okay, sure, why not?" Maybe he'll be not related, but he'll know we can't know the secret. Something will happen. Or maybe because she knows the secret, she can't move out, and they'll have to like convince. They could do mind powers. They can like change his mind. Oh, maybe that was what's going to happen. Anyway, I'm enjoyable. I'm having a great old time with this. This is probably my favourite thing airing at the moment, which I didn't think I was going to be saying, because originally I wasn't going to watch this, but I'm glad I did. Despite the fact this season seems kind of dull, there's actually some good things in it. So let this be a message. If you aren't watching much because you don't like the look of things, just pick something and watch it, and you might end up having a great time. This has been a public service announcement from me. Anyway, yeah, enjoyed the episode. Still Team Kyo. Kagura is a bit of an character. I like parts of her. I like the caring part, not so much the part. Yeah, that was a silly thing I just did. Anyway, this is getting kind of long, and I've been rambling, so I will see you next week for another episode. It'll be good. Bye, guys.